Coming to this media conference. This morning, I would like to inform Malaysians that actually the volume of international trade and the economy of Malaysia had shrunk drastically between the year 2013 to 2016, and not as portrayed by our federal government that our economy has grown during this period, and also that there was growth in the international trade volume. The federal government had painted a false picture, and what the Malaysians have experienced last few years, that businesses has dropped, volume of trade has also declined, is real. And this is confirmed by the figures that I've been supplied with by the government in the parliamentary reply to my questions. The international trade dropped 17.5% from USD 432.23 billion in 2013 to USD 358.09 billion in 2016, or an average decline of 6% per annum or per year. Our export declined by 5.7% per year from USD 228.33 billion to USD 189.66 billion, while our import also declined by 6.2% per year from USD 205.9 billion to USD 168.43 billion during that period. The BN federal government misled the people by using the volume of trade in ringgit currency, which has declined by about 49.3% during that period, to paint a picture that our trade volume has grown instead of a decline. International trade is conducted in USD. On 1st January 2013, the rate of exchange was USD $1 to 3 ringgit, while on 30th December 2016, the exchange rate was USD $1 to 4 ringgit 48 cents. A simple example to illustrate that our export has declined but appears to have increased when measured in ringgit during the above said period. If we export 10 containers of goods in 2013 at the price of USD $1,000, we would get 10,000 USD or 30,000 ringgit in 2013. If our export declined by 10% in 2016, we can only sell 9 containers of goods at the same price of USD $1,000. We get only 9,000 USD, but in ringgit we get 40,320 ringgit, which is far more than what we get in 2013. Meaning that if our export declined by 10%, but in ringgit form, it looks like we get more than 25% more than in 2013. But effectually, the volume of trade has declined. Therefore, we can see that the government was not truthful when it presented to the public that the trade has increased when in fact it has declined. Similarly, our economy, which is measured by our GDP, gross domestic product, has shrunk during the period where our GDP recorded an 11.84% decline from USD 303.1 billion in 2013 to USD 267.2 billion in 2016. The economy shrunk by about 3.95% per year during that period. In fact, last few years we have been in recession. Recession is defined by 2 or more consecutive decline in the GDP of a nation. So for 3 long consecutive years, we have been in recession. And what the people are complaining about, poor businesses, lack of trade, lack of consumption is true and real, but not as presented by the government that we have healthy yearly increase in GDP because it was presented in ringgit form. GDP is a measure of all the goods and services produced in the country for a given period. Goods and services in Malaysia between 2013 to 2016 have in fact declined, though in ringgit it looks like our economy has expanded. The expansion, inverted commas, in ringgit form is not something we should be proud of, but something we should all be concerned as it reflects the huge inflation of goods and services in the country. As an illustration, if in 2013, 10 loaves of bread cost, say, USD $1 per loaf, at that point of time, it will be 30 ringgit if we buy 10 loaves of bread in 2013, because then the exchange rate was USD $1 to 3 ringgit. But in 2016, Malaysian can only afford to buy 9 loaves of bread, which cost USD $9, but in ringgit form, we have to pay 40.32 ringgit. So reduction of actual purchase of goods, but Malaysians have to pay far more than 25%, though the amount of bread they can buy is only 90% of what they can buy in 2013. So we see that we cannot measure our GDP in ringgit because our ringgit has declined by about 49% since 2013. So we have lesser goods and services, but have to pay more money in ringgit currency. The government boasted that our GDP was 1.1 trillion in 2016 compared to 955.1 billion in 2013. It means that the goods and services have declined by 11.84%. Yet the cost of these lesser quantum of goods and services are priced 15.17% higher. It is important that the government realizes that the economy is shrinking while the prices of goods and services have gone up. The people are suffering in consequence thereto, and our government must stop being in denial. I call on the people to rise up in this coming 14th general election to change the existing federal government who lied to us that the economy is doing well when it is not, and even failed to acknowledge the suffering of the people due to the huge inflation of goods and services in our country. Thank you. Ada apa-apa soalan ataupun you semua要问的吗？基本上呢，我要强调的